We've just had a question come through from Deborah as well. If you don't mind, we'll try and answer in the same piece, because what you're saying around you trying to distill it from ELT downwards, it comes up with this quite normal question around passing the data and figuring out what are the messages that you report back to employees, how long does that take, how soon after it's complete. It sounds like, especially for you, like many of our clients, that there's a little bit of looking down the hierarchy and thinking about the messaging per level. Is that fair to say, or is that how would you kind of answer Deborah's question here?
Yeah, so we'll start with the exec. We
Yeah.
share that. We then go out as a firm wide with the overall. So what are the themes? We're not sharing the entire survey results. It's a what are the
Top
themes?
level, yeah.
Yeah, top level. What are the big things that people are generally talking about? So that happens pretty quickly, actually. So we'll close ours in November. We do our analysis throughout November, and we go straight into exec early December. So we try and move quite quickly to make sure that there isn't a huge gap between us asking for information and going back to say, well, this is what you've said. So we try and move on that quite quickly. We then do quite a lot of breakdown. And again, WorkBuzz is fantastic because it gives us that flexibility to look at varying different groups. So, we can have a look at all of our lawyers. What are our lawyers saying? Is that slightly different to those that are in business services? Is there location differences? So again, what is a particular, and, we'll produce reports for all of those varying options. What are the groups saying?
Yeah.
So we will look at that to try and understand what needs to be looked at a firm level, because there will be some firm stuff that we've got the opportunity, things that we can kind of deliver and take action on centrally. But actually, a lot of the real difference sits in those groups. So in those team leaders, in those locations that are very specific to the type of work that they're doing. There are
Yeah.
peaks and troughs in most people's years. What does that look like, and how do we then focus our support dependent on what a particular team is going through at that particular time? So I don't think there's a one size fits all. I think it's very much around looking at your data and reviewing what can be done centrally, but actually what needs to be locally, either in the physical office environment or indeed at a team level.